Thanks for coming out. I'm Scott Bradley, township resident my whole life. Grew up over in the lake. Been on the board 14 years. Got kids who went to school here in Fort Gratiot. I'm a strong believer in the township being fair. If anybody's got any questions, anybody has any questions at any time during the day or night, call me. I can, if I haven't got a question or answer for you, I'll bring it back to the board. The township has got a lot of growth. It's exciting. We're growing, adding new businesses. We've got some home growth coming in now. Doing some new homes. It's good for our taxes. We're working on some of our roads now, taking advantage of our road match money. We've got Parker Road being resurfaced now between Pine Grove and Keewatin. We've got a culvert being replaced down in Keewatin by Wurzels. Just a lot of exciting things happening. We built a new hall in order to our residents to have something there where you can come in and have a meeting or meet with your contractor. It's a show place. It was way past due. We built it with money that we had set aside for the township. It's been money set aside for years. We built it, and we came in under budget. So it's a great place to work, and let's continue to support work with the residents.
Thanks, Scott, for taking my comments. My name is George Kish. I also have been a resident of the township 45 years. Raised a family here. I still remember where many of the businesses are currently located. The mall, for example, which was all woods and swamp and marsh, and still had a lot of wildlife around back then. We still have some wildlife, but now it's of a different nature. Nonetheless, I've been in township government. I taught for 28 years. I have a degree from MSU, a master's from Western Administration. Taught for 28 years. I was in the military 4 years. 4.5 years prior to my educational quest, and I've been in township government for 25 years, which is quite a lengthy stay, I would say. 10 years as treasurer after I retired from teaching. Again, like Scott said, I don't know, I guess the trustee's role, I'm really surprised that we had this. To be honest, because when Georgia called me, I said, well, who's going to be here? Because I was kind of looking for Akavetti or Frank or some other people to be on the podium here telling you about their quest for state offices or whatever, but no, here we are. So this is pretty neat. This is the first time for me, and I thank you for coming. It's just a great place. It was a good place to raise a family. All my kids went to Northern. Just enjoy it. Again, a lot of good things happening. Now I got to get a dog because I don't have a dog, so I got to dog park. Now we're going to do a bike trail. I guess, where's that bike thing going to be on North River Road? I guess we're doing a bike lane down, so now I got to buy a bike. So there's all kinds of things going on around which I think be good for our residents. Our job as trustees is nothing more than to be watchful. To represent those who put us here, and oversee the budget that we go through every year. We budget and balance, and we do audits, and we do all the good stuff. Your dollar comes here, and your dollar is well used. Our job as trustees to make sure that the common dollar is used for the common good. How much time have I got left? What do they do in politics? They give their extra time to their next person. So you've got 2 minutes back.
Hello, my name is Robert Montgomery. I live at 4065 Lancaster Drive. I have 2 children. They're both 6 years old. I've lived in Fort Gratiot for the past 18 years, and I've been a resident of St. Clair County for my entire life. I am a graduate of Fort Gratiot Northern and St. Clair County Community College. I actually I'm a firefighter for the city of Fort Gratiot, full-time firefighter EMT, and I started my career right here in Fort Gratiot, actually, or at least my endeavor into firefighting, as a paid-on-call firefighter, where I was a firefighter here from 2001 till 2006 for about 5.5 years. I was hired in May of 2006 by the city of far as the township, I think, as was said, I think the township's going in a great direction. Our park and rec is doing wonderful, I think. Fort Gratiot Trail, I think, is a great asset, as well as the dog park that's going to be opening up on the 23rd. And as well as the Scarecrow Saturday, the car show that's done. These are all great things that bring people to our community. I'm a participant in the car show, and it actually brings people as far as from Canada and all over. And when they come, a lot of times, husbands bring their wives and so on, and they shop in our area, so it's bringing in commerce too, bringing business for us, which is good. The Little League, I spend quite a bit of time at the Little League field on weekends and during the week, so I think that endeavor between the township and the Little League is going to be a great thing for the community. There's definitely some improvements that we can make over our fields, but what we're working with is doing good, but I look forward to that. As far as the businesses in our area, we're seeing some new growth, which is good, especially for St. Clair County and throughout. Post the recession, we have Dunkin' Donuts that came in, Tractor Supply, and we have some empty storefronts that are hopefully going to be filled up soon. So I think that's an important aspect to our community. Education, business, and parks and rec are vital key components to success that we need within our community in order to make people want to live here, want to come to our community, want to be a part of our community. As far as one of the biggest challenges that I think we'll see as a township board and as a township over the next 4 years, I think will be an unfunded liability. We hear unfunded liabilities quite a bit in the newspaper right now and throughout the state, and it relates a lot to pension and health care. We don't have that sort of unfunded liability in Fort Gratiot, which is a good thing. That's an extraordinary, great thing. What we do have is we have some fire department equipment that's aging. We have an aerial truck that's a 1989, and it's still functional, but it's going to need to be replaced down the road. Well, when people think of replacing a truck or a piece of equipment, that's going to be the tune of $1.2 million range. So it's not like replacing a pickup or a vehicle that you have at home. It's going to be an expensive endeavor. So I think as a community as a whole, as a township, and as a board, and as an administration, we're going to have to come together to find a revenue source to be able to pay for this equipment, not only pay for it, but maintain it. New stuff is computerized, it's more to maintain than current stuff, just like your vehicles, as well as put together some sort of plan how we can start saving now for future equipment purchases, so we're not put in the same situations next time. So with that being said, like I said, I'm 35, I live in Stony Creek at 4065 Lancaster. I work for the City of Fort Huron Fire Department, and I look forward to November election. I'd like to thank the township and the Business Association for having me.
Jody? My name's Jody Moss. I've been in Fort Gratiot for 15 years. My reason for really wanting to do this was because I have been involved for many years with activities and events, and I just enjoy doing with people and working with and for the people. Mainly, I have a lot of thoughts about rentals. I have a lot of thoughts about keeping our neighborhoods up while we still bring our businesses in. It's no fun to have to live where there's just a bunch of stores in your neighborhoods or just a bunch of businesses all around you. And that, on my road, that's what we became. We become a business road with so many rentals and stuff on it. And then you walk down the road a half a mile and you got a mall and a store and all this stuff, but we still have to maintain our neighborhoods. And that's one thing that I hope to be able to do on board is remember our residents first. I'm retired healthcare worker. I worked in both hospitals. So I got lots of time, lots of time to do stuff. And but like I said, my main thing is make it fun for people. Dog park, kayak lunch. That makes it fun for people to want to go home and do stuff where they live. So then we want to go shopping, you just go half a mile down the road and you're at the store. But when you go home, you still want the tranquility of your house. I mean, I can sit in my backyard, the deer come out and they can eat. It's nice. Eventually, I know that'll probably be all business in that area too, so sooner or later. But My main thing is to take care of the neighborhoods and its residents.
Linda? I'm Linda Bruckner. This is my 4th term serving on the Fort Gratiot Township Trustee Board. I've lived here 36 great years, I want you to know that. Raised a family. I have 3 children, a husband. My children went to Fort Aaron Northern and really enjoyed this community immensely. I'd like to start by thanking all of you for coming, particularly the constituents and the Businessmen's Association. Somebody asked me a question last week and they say, Linda, why do you want to do that? You could be retired, you could be in Florida, you could be doing other things. And you know, I had to do some soul searching. And what I came up with is that I was born and raised in Southwest Detroit. My father was a community businessman, a 2nd generation bakery. He had laundromat, small businesses, and we always worked there. But he was also president of the Businessmen's Association. And that was such an integral part, an important part of the community. And I want to thank you all for doing that. I was raised putting up flags on the 4th of July for the 4th of July parade every year. We would give out donuts for whatever opportunity there was that was paid for by the Businessmen's Association. And in looking at a community when I guess I decided where to live, this community had a lot of aspects that were really important to family life and to quality of life. Getting into who I am, I'm still working for the East China School District. I have 2 master's degrees, one in social work and one in administration. I've been really involved in the community for many years in the United Way CRC board, which oversees their different programs with funding. I'm also chairperson of the Water Transit Commission, and I've been that chairperson for 3 years. I started, thanks to this board, as an alternate in Bill Smiley, being on the board, and then when Bill passed away, I became a full board member, and then I became the first female chairperson. We had the opportunity of securing funding through the federal government, and so last year, in December, we opened up the Transportation Center in downtown Fort Huron. On that board, transportation is very important to communities. I've been able to ride our public transportation system. We have extended bus service on Friday and Saturday nights from Fort Gratiot to the city to 2 a.m. So we have public transportation going back and forth for entertainment in those key times. One of my goals is to pursue the opportunity of having a bus transit center here in Fort Gratiot, because right now the buses meet at Home Depot and kind of shift around and everything. Believe it or not, we have city residents who ride those buses in to shop at our stores here in Fort Gratiot. And I've been on the buses with those people. We have residents in Fort Gratiot that actually ride the buses, live here, and go into the city. So that community link is very, very important. In looking at the direction and the past history of the board, you know, Fort Gratiot has had some tough times. We're doing really well at this point in time. But there were years where we had to make staff cuts and balance budgets. We had to maintain services, which are extremely important to everyone who lives here. Police, fire, DPW. And that, with the Businessmen's Association, with our constituents, is such an important part of the community and everything. We have a beautiful township hall today, but thanks to those past years of service, whether it's George having been treasurer, and his thumb on the budget, and the board saying, this isn't it yet, and also responding to the voice of the people. If you remember, at one point in time, we looked at other places to put the township hall, and we responded to what the community wanted. Thank you so much. I appreciate your vote November 8th, and I'm open to any questions.